Part two with Ann, part two.
Exactly.
I love it though. I love it.
Yeah.
So Ann, okay, so I told you to put a pin in something because I kind of know a little bit about your story.
And
so
the story
now,
the journey wasn't over.
let's go on. Let's continue the story.
Okay. So 2005, I get the reconstructive surgery. I am living my best life. I am traveling. I am having a time.
All right.
And one day I just kind of I felt my arm. I felt something. I said, oh, I wonder what is that? So, of course, being a survivor, I called the doctor. I go to Dr. Berry's office, and at this particular day, I see his nurse practitioner. The nurse practitioner checked me out. She said, oh, that's just that's scar tissue. I said, you think so? She said, oh, pretty much. You just had the surgery 2 years ago. That's just scar tissue. I left, went home. God said, that is not scar tissue. Go back. And this time I see Dr. Berry. I said, Dr. Berry, I don't believe it's scar tissue. And it's a way that they can pinch your breast. He pinched it. And he said, oh my goodness, Angela, this may not be scar tissue. I'm going to have to do a biopsy. Biopsy. Now, remember, this is a reconstructed breast made from my stomach. So therefore, the cancer returned in the midst of the walls of my breast tissue. Because the mass is breast tissue. So it came back. And it was still called ductal carcinoma, but it was infiltrating ductal carcinoma. It was like a rebellious cousin. And it was like, a rebellious cousin from the other diagnosis. And it had spread in the wall of my breast tissue. So that required more aggressive treatment, which was chemo, radiation, a year of another drug for a whole year. It required intense. Now, I had to have a lumpectomy on the reconstructive breast, same breast. Now, 2008, this was new to them. How often do you have a mastectomy and cancer comes back? Usually mastectomy takes care of it, right?
Right.
This is not to put fear in anyone who's had a mastectomy. I want you to know mastectomy is the right thing to do. I'm just a unique kind of girl. I'm just different. And it came back. And it came back so that I actually had survivor's remorse in my first surgery, I must admit. I had survivor's remorse because all I did was have a breast surgery, get a new breast, and I went on my way. I would go to meetings and support groups.
You can relate.
I didn't have a story. I didn't have nothing to say, so I felt bad. But baby, when it showed its ugly face, I said, oh, I bet you I don't have survivor's remorse anymore. So I had to go through the chemo, radiation, a year of another drug, just the whole thing. So
and I want to make sure I understand it. So you're saying that because they took it from your stomach, that the cancer has spread into the walls
of the breast, not into the new muscle and the new fat. It didn't touch any of that. It was just only some little spigots had gotten into the wall of my breast. And radiation probably would have
taken care of
that.
But you didn't have radiation.
Remember now, this 2008, I will guarantee you they're doing surgeries. They're doing this. If someone is diagnosed like me and it came back,
everybody getting radiation now.
I guarantee you they gave them radiation. And I would have preferred the radiation, but also, sometimes radiation changes the texture of your breast and all of that. But
and the color.
It did, but I did have the radiation on the breast that was not really breast tissue, and it worked.
Isn't that something?
It worked.
Praise God for these doctors out here, baby.
I promise you, I trusted the process. They had never heard of it. He told me I had a 2% chance of a recurrence when I first had the first one. A 2%. And I'm just that girl. I'm just that girl within that 2%. And it was okay with me because I knew I had not done enough for the Lord. I knew it. And that's the first thing I said. I heard God's voice saying, you didn't do enough. It's okay. I'm going to be with you every step of the way. And I had to be more vocal. I had to share my testimony and my journey every opportunity I got. And that's what I did.
Praise God. Praise God. That's a beautiful story.
It is.
Beautiful story. And it's so unique.
Like, and giving me strength.
And
I'm telling you, I am the most
about it in depth like this.
Yes.
I know. I'm unique. I'm different. I take that with me. I'm different. And that's okay. As long as he's with me, I'm ready to tackle any journey that may come my way. I'm okay.
Yes.
What's that song? I'm different. Yeah. Who sings that?
Yes.
That's your song, and
it should be. It should be. Because I'm different.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. That is amazing. I mean, that is such a unique, phenomenal,
so it was
story and of a way it can come back. Everybody, I hope our listeners are listening when they see the part, they're listening to this and they learn, because especially you're giving a perfect example of you can have a full mastectomy and it still can come back.
But I do want to reiterate, I do not want anyone to say, oh, well, why would I have a mastectomy and it could come back? I am within the 2% chance. So do not let that stop you. I believe it. I believe they work. I'm just different.
Yeah, so you got to listen to the professional advice.
Like I said, your situation is a unique situation.
Everybody's situation is different.
Thank you.
I would continue to follow your doctor's recommendations and
recommendations. Yes.
Everybody is different, and it still worked out for my good. It still
worked out.
Yeah. But I'm saying another thing too. A key thing here to point out for the audience is we as women need to listen and feel your body. Know your body, because you know when something changes. You know when something wasn't there that was wasn't there 2 years ago and now it's there. Or you feel a lump or you feel a bump. We need to be advocates for ourselves to know our own body. Some of us don't do that. And so I think by you doing that, you were advocating for yourself. You were like, tell them, no, this is something else. I know this is something else because this wasn't here last week or whatever.
Right. And my grandmother would always say, listen to your body. Those were her key words all the time.
Yeah. I knew that wasn't there at first. I knew. And Dr. Berry had told me, if you ever feel anything, he said, you're not going to feel anything deep down in your breast area because that's fat from another region. You're not going to get breast cancer from that. But if you ever feel anything on the outside of your breast area, that. And I remembered that. And I listened to God. He said, go back. And I and it saved me. And I wasn't, you know how some women want, or people want to hear the good news, like, oh, that's not it. That's not breast cancer. I didn't want to hear, I wanted to hear the truth. And the only way for me to get the truth was to go back. No foul, no harm on her. She probably thought that, and that's okay. But I know for me, I went back, and that's what happened.
And then another thing your story is telling too is it's okay to get a second opinion and a third opinion.
100%.
It's okay. Don't go with what the first person tells you. If you feel something in your heart and your body, it's okay. And even if you don't ever feel anything else, it's still okay to get a second, third opinion. Get whatever you think you need to feel comfortable before you do any procedure.
Right? If it wakes you up at night, and you're restless about it, that is a wake-up call too.
I agree. 200%.
If you don't know when God is speaking, he's not going to allow you to sleep. You're not going to be able to sleep. He's going to keep you up. He's going to keep you just frazzled because he's trying to tell you something. People say all the time, I don't know his voice. Well, his voice is quiet.
Don't preach, Reverend Hale.
His voice is quiet, but when he keeps you up in the wee hours of the morning, he's speaking.
That's true. That is so true. Oh my God. That is so true.
Hey, Angela, have you ever heard of a person that got their second opinion before they went to the first opinion?
Oh, she sure did.
Because it was taking so long to see the first opinion. So I had the documentation. I was like, well, I'm finna go. Someone had recommended a particular breast center, and I said, well, I'm going there to get my second opinion. You know, and then of course I went to the actual doctors that I would be working with. But it was just what's the word? It just settled me.
Yes.
You know, because I still hadn't got the final word. I was still kind of like in a limbo. Because this is during the holidays and they were waiting for, people just taking off and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
So for me, it helped. And another thing that I will also share, really does go with this, but anticipate your blood pressure to be high. I have never had high blood pressure in my life, but I think there's something that also rises when you go through, certain events like this.
100% sure. 100%.
Yeah, so don't consider yourself ill, but it's just one of those things. And that affected me because I've never had high blood pressure.
Oh, and I'm gonna tell you something else. Give you high blood pressure. These jobs. She said she retired. That's when I got on high blood pressure. Everybody knows I love running, walking. I mean, I'm a marathon, half marathon. All I love. I'm very passionate about that. I've never been any medicine. I was working with one particular boss. I got on blood pressure medicine. You think I'm on the blood pressure medicine now? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But that's when I got on it, and I was like, "What in the world?" My arms started. I said, "What is going on?" I'm sitting up in church. And I left there and went straight to the fire department. And they was like, yeah, you need to sit down, your blood pressure. I'm like, oh, Lord.
Wow.
So anything, it can, we just, again, we've got to listen to our bodies, like you said. And we as women, sometimes we are so busy supporting and looking out for everybody else except for who? Ourselves. And we got to do a better job at that. It's nothing wrong with looking out for our family members, our parents, our grandparents, our siblings. There's nothing wrong with that. And that's not what we're saying on this podcast. Please love on your family members, but you got to also take time out for yourself. Even if you give 10 minutes a day to yourself to say, hey, let me just check on myself.
Yes. And if you don't put yourself first,
and your physical, because sometimes your mental can be messed up really bad too. That's an illness.
Yeah. If you don't work on you first, you're no good for anybody else.
Anybody.
There you go. Amen.
And as they say, you got to put your own mask on first.
That's what they should say that. Yeah.
Yeah, so you cannot help anybody until you become number one. And I remain number one. I may be number one too much, but I'm
that's all right. That's all right. But and you answered 2 of my questions already.
I know.
Your journey has been a blessing. It has not been a curse to you, and you have already explained specifically as to why. So I'm just excited to get to know you, and I'm looking forward to many more opportunities.
I have one more thing to say about that.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you asked the question, something like, is it a curse or a blessing? Breast cancer saved my life.
Yeah.
Breast cancer was the best thing that ever happened to me. I'll say, and I talk to women newly diagnosed all the time. They say, I can't believe you're saying that. And most of them have come back to me and said, now I know what you meant by that. I know exactly what you meant. And the reason why I say that, my faith grew stronger.
Yes.
I learned to know who I really was and what I was capable of doing. I knew who was with me and who wasn't with me.
Yes.
God gave me an opportunity to see everything clear. The journey was awesome. It was hard. It wasn't easy. It was hard. But I didn't rush the journey because I was falling in love with God more and more every single day because he was just guiding me through the whole journey. So it was the best thing. Now I had to get through it to get to that point. It's difficult to say that at this point. And I say it all the time because I love when I speak to women all the time. They come back and tell me, you're right. I'm a better woman for it. And don't rush the process.
Right.
You ask me, well, there are some things that I recommend. You're rushing the process because God allowed this to come through. So if he allowed it to come through, everything that he does it for our good. So it's like
Yes.
you being reborn through the process, and you don't want to rush the process because you may not get all that you need to get. So I said, no. People ask me all the time, I know you're going to be happy when it's over. No, I'm not. No, I'm not in a rush.
Mm-hmm.
I want to
Yeah.
get everything God wanted me to get in this time. I don't
Mm-hmm.
need to be stricken with anything else. I
Right.
understand the process now. So I
Yeah.
wanted to just take my time. I was
Yes.
down when I was down. I was up when I was up, but I wouldn't stay down.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah.
that's important, that we don't rush the process because you miss the blessing.
You missed the
A lot of
blessing.
times you go through, that's why I pray for peace during the pause in my life and make sure I remain prayerful and praiseful throughout the whole process. Right.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
but you can easily be so want to get things over with, or want to get this, want to get this. Sometimes we got to focus on what we got
Why
going on.
and why it
Enjoy the
happened.
moment in your life you living here right now, regardless
Yes.
of what it is, because it's a lesson that's being taught and being given to you that you need to grow and get through. You got to cross it, like they say. You can't go around it. You can't go over it. You got to go through it.
Through it. That's
You got to
right.
go through it. And
Exactly.
so people don't
Exactly.
realize that a lot of time, but there's truly growth, and you learn to be patient, like you said, more faithful, your
Yes.
spirit, just everything. Now I say the same thing, and you're the second person I've heard to say that. And you said that to me a couple of times before when we talked, but I
I
said that
did.
too during my breast cancer awareness program at church. And I said that the last time. I said, breast cancer, and this is how I say mine, breast cancer has given me more than it's taken from me.
100%.
It's given me more than it's taken from me.
100%.
So yeah. So we
And it
all have
showed
our
me,
different saying, huh?
my experience showed me, and I'm a caregiver at a distance. And
Okay.
it showed me that while I thought I was the superhuman woman that I was, I really wasn't.
Yeah.
And he had to show
Yeah.
me that while you are here, your loved one is there and they're being well taken care of. The only, I couldn't do anything for, y'all know the time frames and all that kind of
Mm-hmm.
stuff. So I had to sit.
Right.
I had to
Be
get quiet.
still. Be still.
Yes, yes. And so
He
I was
got your
just like,
attention, didn't
he did. And from moving forward, I take time for me.
he? I
You
can
hear
say
me?
that. I can attest to that. Bud takes time for Bud. She's like, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. I'm like,
Yeah. So I learned, and
okay.
even when you have a foundation of faith and all that kind of stuff, it needs to be reinvigorated in you.
Mm-hmm.
He has to come
Renewed.
renewed. Thank
Renewed,
you.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, renewed and just
Renew, rejoice,
reconnected.
rejuvenate,
Yes,
all of that. Sometimes you need
yes.
all that.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it was for me. It was like because I didn't know I worried a lot about other people, about
Mm-hmm.
other things. So when it came my turn, then of course I had to focus on me. And
Mm-hmm.
that was what really just helped me the whole time. And like Pam said, now I gotta take time for me. I can't I can't
And
I can't
Bond, one person who got a meet schedule is Bond. She got a meet schedule.
And
And
honestly,
she will let you know
oh
this
yeah.
is my me time right here on this day. So no, I'm not.
well, Vaughn, I have to ask you this.
Yes.
If cancer hadn't entered your life, would you have a me time?
No.
That's what my point. My point exactly.
Nope.
Yeah.
I'd still be doing and my thing is caring about other folks, trying to help them through their whatever,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and you think you take care of yourself when you do little small things, but taking care of yourself means more than just going to get the nails done, going to,
Yes.
out to eat and all of that. It's the whole time with God. It's the whole
Yes.
thinking about who you are in Him and how you want to bless Him. So I'm
Yes.
getting there. I'm gonna take these shades off one day.
But I told her this is growth. Is your you do it when you're ready. First of all, this is a
Yeah,
huge significant accomplishment that she's doing this before her year.
yeah,
We
Unbelievable.
launched our podcast in January, so
yeah,
it
Unbelievable.
wasn't even a year yet.
yeah.
So she's doing
Unbelievable.
phenomenal. I'm like, don't beat yourself up. You're doing a great job. I said, because I'm gonna tell you right now, I was nowhere near where you are. and a couple of nowhere near. To be on a podcast and talk about, oh no. I barely could even talk about it to my, I was talking about to my close friends with, but yeah, I'm kind of like, and I didn't want to keep talking about it, and everybody saying that and it's not that I didn't want to be loved on, but yeah, I think it was just me struggling with having to keep repeating. It's almost like you want to get a conference call together, get all your friends on there and say it one
Exactly.
and give one update. It's like, hey, be on the call at 7. I'm gonna give everybody the same.
No, you know what I ended up doing as some because there would be people would be offended that you didn't answer, or I'm thinking, so I would put on my greeting. I would say, "Hey, family and friends, all is well. I'm on my 3rd day of recovery from my chemo. So if I don't answer, blah 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 blah. Thank you for just continuing to leave me text messages or voice messages. Love you guys. Blah blah blah." And because
that was on your answer machine.
Yes, because I don't have time for you all to be angry about me taking time for me.
Yeah.
But do you realize what you just did again? By you doing that and putting that on there, you looking out for them again. Now yourself, you taking the time to leave a message for all of them so they can feel good.
I still didn't want to offend anybody. I still didn't want. I still was concerned, and I am always concerned about family and friends. I'm always concerned, and so therefore I did it in the most graceful way that I knew how.
That was a good idea.
Yes.
That actually was a great idea.
There are so many tools that I have that I offer to newly diagnosed people or going through it or got a member, a family going through it, because all that I learned was through me and God. I didn't have an answer. I didn't have an answer to talk to. I didn't know anybody. Now I did have in the support group, I did meet a few people along the way, but they gave me some hints, but God showed me what to do, and I try to use what he showed me to everybody I run across.
Awesome. That's beautiful.
Yes,
this is beautiful.
Ladies, this has been a wonderful, informative, phenomenal podcast episode. This is a milestone moment for MVPs.
Yay!
And we want to announce that we have a new MVP, and we have a new MVP.
Yes, we do.
That's right. So I'm like, thank you so much I'd like to tell everybody, thank you for giving us something that you could never get back, which is your time.
Yes.
You could never get this time back. And thank you so much for being a blessing to us by sharing and being very transparent with so many people that are going to see this about your journey and just the whole, just the details that you shared with us.
And those are early stages of the journey. The journey continues on.
Oh, yes.
The journey.
We all still,
Yes. Exactly. So we're going to forever have a journey. Forever.
Yes. Did you have any, I guess, closing remarks or any things of encouragement you want to share with anyone, and who may be going through breast cancer at the time, or they may have a friend that they know that's going through it?
I do have a cousin, one of my closest cousins, recently diagnosed. Our cancers are nowhere near similar. They're total, nothing like I've even heard of. They're different. And it's been another journey that I'm on how to maneuver through this journey with her. And so therefore, I'm listening to God. I am just just working on hearing his voice and move Angela out of the way and let God work through me to her, because we're quite different people. I'm vocal, she's quiet. So therefore, I don't want to just force myself in, but I want to maneuver my way in gently. I want to be graceful. I want God's grace to guide me in there. So what I want to know is, don't try to don't take this battle on alone. Don't think you can do this by yourself or just with you and one other person. It takes a village. It takes and true enough, I'm okay with being exposed, because God is going to expose some things to me, who's with me and who's not with me. I may not have ever known if they were for me or against me until I went through this. So I'm okay with the gift that he's going to give me to see who's with me and who's not. Don't try to battle this alone. Try to, like I gave you all the example of I went to that concert and I kept it moving.
Mm-hmm.
Start it the way you want. Just continue doing the things that you love. You're not going to be able to do them all, but if you like sitting on your patio and just whatever it is you love doing, do it periodically. Don't let it just you no longer do those things, because you will change.
Take away everything from you that you enjoy
Right,
doing.
and you'll change who you really are. Become this cancer woman. You don't want to be the cancer woman. You want to be the better version of yourself.
Right.
A lot of women feel that they can't cry, or they cry and they can't stop crying. Well, I thought about this and how I wanted to say this, because some people can be offended by it. It's okay to cry. Crying is like a purge. You purging it out, cry it out, but get back up. You don't have to stay down. It's okay to get angry. I would be angry. All my friends were doing this and this and this, and I'm in the house. Well, I wonder what they're doing. Where are they? And I'm at home doing this. Get a little angry, but that too, you don't hold it. You let it pass. Feel it, let it go. You don't have to stay angry. You don't have to stay sad. Just let the emotions come in and out. But I have one last thing that I'm going to say. I used to wait on midnight while I was just going through chemo. I wanted to write a book called Waiting on Midnight. And I'm going to explain why I said waiting on midnight. I would be feeling bad, because you feel bad like 3 days after chemo. It's just a bad feeling. And I would look at the clock and I said, oh man, it's only 10:30 at night. I can't wait to midnight. Because the reason why I was waiting on midnight, because I knew midnight was another day. And that gave me another opportunity for that sun to shine. Gave me another day for God to just wake me up. Gave me another opportunity to just get better. And so every day I would wait on midnight, because I knew that I would be better the next day.
Yes.
I love that.
Awesome.
You write that book, girl, Waiting on Midnight.
Waiting on midnight. Yes. So that's exactly
beautiful.
what I did.
I love that.
That got me through it. So, I'm so happy you guys asked me to be a part of this. It couldn't have been the timing is perfect, because God's timing is perfect.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
We want to congratulate you again on your retirement.
Yes.
And
That's beautiful.
All the doors and windows that's going to open for you now. And speaking. We just going to go and put it out there, right, Vaughn?
Exactly.
Your public speaking, where you're going to be getting plenty of checks.
Yes. And I know that God is going to bless me to do what the gift that he's given me. He's going to allow me to use that gift and for it to become monetized,
That's right.
Make money. So I am looking forward to what God has to offer, and I am excited.
We are too.
For you.
We are so, we are.
I've got a new buddy.
We on the end too. Well, thank you again so much, and we really appreciate it. We love you, and we support you on anything you do. We're so happy for you. And like I said, thank you for giving us something you can never get back, your time. We love you, girl. And you can come back on anytime you want to, because you are an MVP.
That's right. And I have enjoyed this, and I cannot wait to meet Vaughn in person.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna send you something. I want you so check your email, your voice, your text messages. I'm gonna send you something I want you to look at. And guys, again, this has been truly a blessing. And and you got a happy birthday. Is it a birthday, or is it your birthday because you're is it actually your birthday, Vaughn?
No, it's surviving. I'm a survivor.
Okay.
You know how 1 year was yesterday.
1 year. It's a birthday. 1 year.
But the birthdays I do for everyone, because that's one of the question marks some people will have, is will they see their next birthday? And also to our listening audience, someone may have a birthday, so I just want to encourage everybody that it's still a happy day.
That's right.
And I love the idea of your glasses. Keep it going.
Thank you.
She has different ones. She's very fashionable. To see what she's going to be wearing on her eyes.
Well, I can't wait for you all to call me again, because I am always
you are welcome anytime. The door is always open for you to come on this podcast.
Absolutely.
I love you, my kindred sisters.
All right. Love you too.
Love you, everybody. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.
Bye.